Namaste. Happy New Year, beautiful souls, and welcome back to this unexpected wrap up of my Tarot Advent calendar. Hello, Victoria. I just am so grateful to all of you. I did 24 mornings in a row broadcasting, doing readings, and sharing tarot tips. And I want to thank you all for your feedback and for everything that you offered during that time. Hi, Mary Beth. And one of you asked, I think it was Janine, she asked, so what are you going to do for next year? What is your plan for next year? And I'm certainly open to ideas and would like to think of something creative for Advent Calendar 2026. And so this would be a great place for you to put your ideas in the comments later on. Now I'm drawing a blank. Oh my goodness. Sacred Sortilege. So the channel that won the grand prize. I don't know what's wrong with my memory, but Sacred Sortilege won the prize on the 24th of December. And she emailed me and said that, she can't accept the prize because she won last year. And I totally forgot that she was the recipient last year. And so she has asked that I redraw the prize. And so I'm going to do that. And I have put all of the... I had to reprint the papers and recut them out. And I put everybody's name except for Sacred Sortilege's name into the draw, and I will be drawing. And I also want to say that if you win, you can, of course, pass this reading or a couple of decks onto somebody else as well, too. So this is just about me giving back. And so good luck to that particular person. But I thought today I would, I'm sort of reading out. I've just done 4 readings. I wanted to follow up on something that I've done. Oh my goodness. I just did a long video sharing my self-published decks. And one of the decks that I shared is an out-of-print deck, and I know some of you have this. This is the Telluric Tarot. And it did come in, there was a second edition Kickstarter as well. And I didn't use this deck a lot, except for when I first got it. I did a few single card draws, because I found it very difficult to determine the suits. And when I went back to look at it, and I've done this a few times, shared it in various review videos. Hi, Donna. I just was reminded how much I like this deck. And I did a draw for myself 2 days ago when I was doing this, and this is the 9 of Earth, and 2 of my favorite things, lavender and turquoise. And I was thinking about my approach to the Indie deck video, and that I had put, for some of them anyway, the same card all over the table, and was thinking about it, and I was just kind of tickled pink that this 9 of Pentacles shows up for me when I did a single card draw for myself. So I'm really happy now with how this deck is going to be so much easier to use. So of course there is only 117 in the deck, but I did put an Aquarius symbol down here. And I put a marking on pretty much all of the cards. Here is 4 of Earth. And I did put a Saturn symbol on the tourmaline and orchid, 21. And what I also did was I took out all the extra cards. And maybe you consider this your tarot tip for the day. I can't deal with extra cards. I don't need them. I don't need them. They don't they don't help in any way other than to add extra cards. And so I removed there's one extra card in the major arcana and one extra card in each of the minor suits, and I took them out. So they're not going to be a part of this deck. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to do a 3-card reading for the energy of this Cancer full moon, and just in gratitude to all of you. But let me say hello. So Donna's here, and Angela, welcome back. Flexus Tulip, hello. Ohms to you as well. And what did you say here? I cannot make myself title my soul cards tarot, which is a problem because then I keep switching cards around. Well, I guess you kind of have to commit to it or you don't. I don't have mine on the table here right now. That was a lovely, lovely project. I really enjoyed that. So let's shuffle up and just reflect on this Cancer new moon. And when I looked at my app this morning and I made a list of where all the planets are right now and what degrees they're in, and I'm just thinking, holy cow, there's a lot of stuff going on in Capricorn. And I didn't quite finish Ananda Shree's message for the full moon. I love watching her moon messages. I've shared her videos a few times in the Facebook group. But I just, maybe this is why I was so energized to do these readings today. It's just like, I feel like there's so much energy out there, and I wanted to share, and I had said to you that I might not even do these readings this year, but I'm feeling like, yeah, okay, Sadhana, let's go. Let's go. And my card for 2026 is the Hanged One. And usually when I am doing the readings for the card of the year and I get to my card, the reading doesn't go very well because I'm thinking of all this personal stuff and I kind of fumble through it. But it was okay. It was good. And I need to listen to it again and sort of receive it, right? It's different receiving a reading than giving a reading. So this is the Telluric Tarot. It is out of print. It is by Lunaria Gold. It is a wonderful, wonderful deck of crystals and plant medicine. And I do have the guidebook here, just in case. Probably I will need it. So what was my tarot tip? Gosh, my brain. Oh, it was about extra cards. Yeah. I don't know about extra cards. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. I think they mess with the numerology of tarot. You know, the 78 cards in tarot, all the 777s, the patterns. I think the extra cards mess up readings, and I don't know. I don't like them. I mean, I'm thinking about the Naked Heart Tarot and that beautiful Naked Heart card. I love that card. Yeah, extra bookmarks. But I'm at this place right now where I don't really want them. All right, Donna, lighting the oyster mushroom candle again. Oh, you can't see it. Not little window. I'll bring it. Works. It's too close to me for... I'll put the big window on later and share it with you. All right, this is a reading for all of you lovely souls. Kind of as a wind-up. How lovely that we're winding up the 2025 Advent calendar on this full moon in Cancer. That in itself feels like a blessing. I'm going to read this because I'm going to have to get the book. So this is Instatite, and polylepsis. Wow, look at that beautiful. You know, one of the things that I really like about this deck is the knowledge of the creator and the way that the crystals are drawn. So major arcana, this is the Hermit. And I've been reflecting on this need to kind of integrate 2025. And this feels like a message I need to hear and to digest. Institute is right at home in the vast emptiness of space, often found in meteorites. It is also a major component of many asteroids and has been observed in crystal form outside the solar system. Polylepsis is the highest altitude species of trees, well adapted to the cold, arid mountains of the Andes. It is pollinated by wind, animals, and insects, being scarce in this isolated environment. This is a time for retreat. Perhaps a period of isolation or deep introspection has already begun. The answers and experiences you need most at the moment are to be found within your own self, through solitude, reflection, or thoughtful observation. This stretch of road is meant to be walked alone to reconnect with your inner voice and most personal guide. Your path is taking shape as unique and real as yourself. Follow it with care and quiet confidence. It will not lead you astray. Well, meteorites and plants that live at the highest of altitudes. I do want to put down 2 more cards. Okay, this is very, very brave of me. Very brave. So this is Hermit. Maybe the pyrite, illuminates the way and keeps the hermit going. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? 2 of Earth. Alexandrite. Oh my goodness. Okay. With the 2 of Earth, I really, and I said that makes sense because we are in a wheel year now, and the 2 of Earth is a really important card of change as well. And I feel like I'm talking about, phases and stages. I think it's interesting how she mentioned pollination in this particular card as well, too. Paths and journeys. And with this particular card, I'm thinking of where do we get the strength to keep going? Where do we get the strength to keep going? And that, for me, sometimes all I need to do is to light my new oyster candle, to light a candle, to dig into my spiritual or healing practices. I don't know anything about ailanthus. Let's have a look at what ailanthus is. And it's also going to take me some time to figure out this guidebook, because it is organized in the weirdest of ways. It does have a table of contents, though, so maybe I'll go there. I just wish every guidebook would have the suits in the same order. But they don't. Okay. What do you know about Alexandrite? Okay, so this is a big fail because the guidebook, I'm going to have to put markers in the guidebook and come back and look at this later. Like, put tabs in the guidebook. So I think this is one of the reasons that I didn't use this deck, is that I need to gain a familiarity with the guidebook if I need it. And now I've marked up the cards. They're marked up. But it's certainly going to help me with interpretation and flow of energy. And I love that this is opaque, not opaque, it's translucent. We can actually kind of see through, like the drawings are so beautiful. Okay. There. Oyster candle. I wonder how long it's going to last. I guess it depends how often I burn it. Had it burning for 4 hours this morning. All right, so Angela, I love extra cards. Always leave them in. I used to pick one. So I'm thinking I had Lonely Dreamer Tarot, and I would often leave in one. Or the Numinous Tarot has one, and Naked Heart has one. Some decks, like I can handle one, but these days, I don't know, I'm feeling more traditional. I'm feeling more respectful of the old ways of tarot. And I think that's why I went off on a tangent last Saturday about the deck of the Bastard, and was talking about the structure of that deck. That, I don't know, maybe I'm just working through some stuff with me and the tarot and my relationship to the tarot. So let's do the draw, and we'll call this a wrap to Advent Calendar 2025. All right, so the winner of a reading, or you could gift the reading, that with the what do you call it, the tariffs and all of that, sending stuff to the States right now is a real problem. If you weren't in a rush, I could send you a package. I don't know. I need to think about this. You let me know. All right, so the winner, for sure, in Canada, of a gift box, but anywhere in the world, of an hour reading with Sadhana is this person here. This person, who is this? It's Kenton. It's Kenton. Can you see? So some of you might know Kenton from the Facebook group. Kenton is his name. And he's got a couple of different channel names. And I really sort of got to know Kenton during COVID. I was broadcasting quite frequently in the Facebook group. And so I will message him in the Facebook group and let him know that he is the winner of the grand prize this year. So, my friends, if you have ideas for Advent Calendar 2026, can you just sort of think about this? And I'm pretty much game for anything. Of course, I'll do a daily inspiration. I'll continue to talk about tarot tips, but if there's another something that you would like, let me know. And I will see you soon. I'll be on tomorrow, all day, not all day, at least for four readings. And then it's back to work for me on Monday, and we'll see how I can do this. Maybe one on the weekdays at night, and then finish up next weekend. Okay? Thanks, my friends. Much love.